see, Bass Outfits is Puffer, I guess. Megan, what's your opinion? You can also technically, okay, because you can also technically be chat if you want.
I mean, that's true. I did Puffer after I did Goldfish, funny enough, too.
Alright. We'll do Puffer. I mean, we'll do them all anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll start with Puffer. Look at him. No, I'm still going down a little bit.
Yeah, I really didn't like seeing the ocean and the seagull there.
It did not.
Oh no, the pufferfish! He got scared. The beacon.
Ooh. He's like my goldfish buddy.
I like how he just knows that's the goldfish, though. It's kind of funny.
I mean, fish know, I guess.
Also, whoever bought him went pretty far to the pet store to go get a pufferfish.
They did. I'm gonna turn more shit down. I don't know why. I really don't understand that. You know, we'll just turn fog on low, shadows low. Like I say, the game has a good enough look anyway that I don't think it really matters. I mean, still doesn't really like it. No, it likes it. It likes it better now.
Yeah, it
kind
takes
of.
a moment to adjust. It just doesn't like outside, I think.
Oh look, is that a goldfish?
That must be the goldfish. That's kind of cool.
Nah, I don't think that's a goldfish. I think that's just a reflection.
Oh.
I mostly say that because that's roughly over there where the goldfish would be, I think, and that's way too high up in the sky.
That's
right?
fair. Those paintings are nice.
Yeah, they are.
Oh. Also back at where it says, can you even buy a pufferfish? I don't even know if you can, to be honest.
I don't know, actually. I want to say... I mean, if you go to an exotic fish store, maybe.
But probably not from the fish store that they bought it from.
Probably not. Well, same with piranha, right? Like, because I know you can buy piranha. But you probably got to go to an exotic place, yeah, as opposed to just like a normal fish store.
I do like the idea that they put the piranha in with the other fish. Like, the piranha would just, like, kill them, probably, in real life.
I mean, in theory. But if you feed enough bread, maybe not.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm also just kind of curious. I just want to see what it's like if I turn off the other things here. Because for all I know, these could be it, too. That's causing, like, the thing. No. Maybe?
I think it helps a little bit. It doesn't seem quite as choppy to me.
So let's do a small, quick experiment. What if I then turn these back on to mid? I'm just curious if that is it. Like, if that is the reason. Okay, now we'll just put everything on low just to be safe.
I was gonna say, it still seems like it's making it a little bit worse.
Just called being safe. Let's go. Yeah, honestly, it is really funny though. Even with Elden Ring, right? Because I remember Elden Ring still had that. Bass Outfit says, "Uh-oh, okay, I'm back at least." Well, if it did crash, I didn't see a thing in chatty telling me the stream was dead, which is good. What the fuck? Because normally how I've been able to tell that it's crashing is I can look at chatty. Why can't I move? There you go. Which is my chat program. And normally it'll say like, oh, offline. So if you're back, then we should be good. And if it didn't say that, then we should also be good. Do. There's bread right there. Going for the bread. No, it still doesn't like it sometimes. Megan, was it ever like this for you? Just out of curiosity. Okay, I'm back again. Okay, it actually did crash that time. That time it actually did do a crash. Okay. I'm not too sure why. Megan, can you do
I don't
me
know.
a quick look and just see if OBS has been crashing for people?
Okay.
Please and thank you. Because I've changed nothing. So I don't think it's any change on my end. I don't believe anyway.
So this is an article from June 22nd this year. It says the error can occur due to multiple reasons, including outdated graphics drivers, interference with other background applications, antivirus, and so on. Multiple applications taking over RAM, that's probably not an issue. Corrupt or outdated OBS. Do you need to update OBS?
Well, it didn't prompt me for one. I could double
Okay.
check.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt.
I guess I could also see if
Incompatibility.
there's like a Windows update. There might be.
Yes, incompatibility issues with Windows Update or Windows version. So maybe you had a Windows Update it's not working with. I don't know.
Maybe.
Update device drivers, outdated operating software.
I'm just gonna do a quick see if Windows has an update for me.
Okay.
And if it does, maybe I'll just do that after stream.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, no, not really. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe it's just an issue with Windows Update then. That could be it.
Do you happen to have Windows game mode on?
How do I check that?
So if you go and start, you click the settings icon and it's locate and select the gaming option.
Where would that be?
Hold on. Let me just go through it so I can see.
Oh, gaming right here.
Yeah, and then it says to click from the left panel, click on game mode and turn the toggle off.
Alright, it is on for some reason. Is that like an issue?
Well, it says that having it on sometimes causes people to crash a little bit more, so they suggest disabling it.
Also, apparently I have Xbox Game Bar enabled, which is dumb, so I'm gonna turn that off.
Yeah, I have that too. I'm turning that off since I'm in here anyway.
Okay, well, that might be it then. That could be a reason. Just gonna make sure it's turned off.
See if it changes.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm glad I turned off Xbox Game Bar. I never liked that thing on anyway.
Yeah, all the other like options they have in here are literally just like run in compatibility mode, update OBS, reinstall OBS, so like basic troubleshooting stuff. So if we're still having issues, we can play around with that later.
Okay. Well, thank you, Megan. So that's probably it then. It's probably just an update that caused an issue. That might even be why some of the games have been crashing.
It could be. We'll have to see if it's better now that we got that turned off.
Yeah. I'm just gonna make sure it's capturing I am fish. There we go. Oops. Okay, anyway, now we're back and playing more I am fish again.
Sorry for the constant interruptions, but hopefully we can actually fix this and get it running smooth.
Yeah, sorry for that. I mean, it still doesn't seem super great, but like I said, I'm pretty sure even with you, it still had the occasional bit of hiccup during gameplay.
Yeah, that might just be a quirk of the game itself.
That might be.
Fast Aqua says, "Oh geez, more stuttering."
Yeah, it's not dropping frames either. It's just the game having issues.
Yeah. You got that checkpoint from really far away.
I did. Oh, actually, let me do one more thing just for the sake of being able to double check that it's not me. I'm just gonna keep an eye on my CPU as well. So I'm just gonna have literally 3 things open so I can keep an eye on stuff.
Sounds good.
You know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so occasionally my CPU is hitting 100 for some reason.
Okay.
Which is weird. I'm not too sure why. I Am Fish isn't that intense game. But it is I Am Fish that's causing it, actually.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the game might be more...
What if I turn frame rate to 60 and turn some of these on to low?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll keep that on 60 just to see.
I don't know. The game might be more intensive than it appears. I feel like a lot of games with this like cartoonish art style these days kind of are, but it might be because of the physics in this game. There is a lot of physics.
Possibly. Okay, well, it's not hitting 100.
That's good.
It's still going up really high compared to what it probably should be.
I mean, probably.
Whatever, it's fine. It's good
But
enough.
I feel like my computer kind of does the same thing with Fall Guys to an extent, because I can always hear as soon as I start it up, or like when we're loading a new level or something, my fans just go crazy. So.
Yeah, some games are way more intense than what you'd assume, right?
Yeah.
Like just naturally. Look at Minecraft, right? Minecraft is literally the worst for that.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize Minecraft was like that.
No, Minecraft is a piece of shit for that, dude. Like Minecraft, like it was always a joke for a while when it was like, oh look, I can run like this really high intense game at max settings, full FPS, Minecraft, FPS drops, FPS issues, you know. Minecraft was always really bad for that. Yeah, so it still has a little bit of a frame issue in the game, but overall, it's okay. I think it's also just the area. I think the game has a lot going on, like a lot more than you'd
Probably.
expect.
Most likely, yeah.
But you know what? Even on low settings for everything, this game still looks pretty good. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, the game looks really good. Honestly, like most games with like cartoonish art style like this generally look pretty good no matter what, just because, well, you can't really make it look that bad.
Oh, special ability. Let's go.
You're rolling.
And we're in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, some fish have special abilities. Pufferfish can puff out, as one would expect.
Yeah. No, honestly, I kind of like that mechanic in the game, because of them having each individual abilities. You made the fish feel very different and very fun to play.
Yeah. Have you tried Minecraft
For
with
Piranha.
RTX on? I'm sorry, Megan.
Oh, I just said except for Piranha. 'Cause I don't like Piranha.
I don't know. Maybe I will like Piranha. Who knows?
Maybe you will. Like, it has some cool levels. I just really didn't like the mechanic, and there were certain levels that were very difficult on Piranha.
So, Best Awkward says, have you tried Minecraft with RTX on? I have not played Minecraft in a long time, actually.
Yeah, I haven't played
I
it in a
should.
very long time either.
I thought it was just me because my old laptop was really bad. Nah, honestly, this one's me. And like I said, my computer is actually really good. So the fact that it's struggling. Now, granted, I have OBS going. I'm also streaming to Megan, although that doesn't seem to be on here as something that's eating up a lot of CPU. But like some games are just like that. Some games are really deceptive.
Yeah.
Like, to be fair, that might actually be a reason to get the other computer up and running again. Because then I can have that be the recording PC. Oh, I play on this one instead. Ooh. Double PCing it? Oh boy.
Also, Bass Backwards says, rollin', rollin', rollin'. Yeah. The rolling is really fun on Pufferfish.
He's so derpy too.
He is.
Look at him.
Like, honestly, he's still my favorite. I don't know.
Hmm. Yeah, you know, I will say the one thing with the GTX 3080 though is that it seems like it's kind of weird with how things sometimes just won't work inexplicably, right? Like I remember when Elden Ring came out. Elden Ring was like having a lot of FPS issues, but it was only for people with the 3080. Which is the funny thing. So it's like literally one of the better graphics cards you could get. And it was having that itself was having FPS issues.
I mean,
Go ahead.
Okay, I was gonna say, I feel like that's a whole situation with it where the drivers just aren't necessarily optimized for the new card, especially a card like that, you know, probably not a lot of people are using because it was hard to find for a long time.
Yeah. So to be fair, that could even be it on my end as well. Maybe it's just it sees the 3080 and it's like, well, don't know what to do. That's
Probably.
a weird thing that's happening to the bottom of my screen.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out.
Yeah, it's like some kind of weird thing with the water. That's strange.
A little bit.
I gotta do a leap. Ugh. Do 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 wee do do do. Best actresses, I wonder how that happens. Yeah, I think it is just mostly like what Megan said. A lot of games probably aren't really optimized for it yet. And some might even just straight up have issues. Like, it's really strange. But sometimes that's how it be.
Sometimes,
Ooh,
yeah.
bread. Bread! Give it. I need this bread, dude. Okay, I can't go back. Oh, no, I can go back a little bit farther. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
You know, so just kind of talking about pufferfish, right? Yeah, I know at West Edmonton Mall. I vaguely remember there being a pufferfish in like an aquarium by some sort of store. I want to say it was by the pirate ship. And for some reason, just thinking it was really cool. This was years ago, might I add, like when I was a
'cause
kid.
They used to have a pet store on that side. I do remember there was like a bit of an aquarium section in the back, but we mostly went in there to look at the puppies back when they had the puppies.
Oh, Megan, not appreciating the pufferfish.
Well, I don't know if they had puffer fishes, but yeah, I suppose.
Oh. Panic. Wee. Keep an eye out for that bread. By the way, Megan, if you see any bread, feel free to let me know. Don't be mean and try to withhold bread from me.
Oh, but that's no fun.
Rude. Rude, but fair.
Bass Hacker says, are they using soccer ball sounds for the pufferfish? It kind of sounds like it, yeah.
I think they are. We. Okay, we're fine.
You're rolling pretty far with this one.
I am. It's okay, we'll make it.
I don't know. It's gonna be really close, actually.
Okay, we didn't make it. See, I'm gonna say that one's because Megan didn't believe.
Oh.
Okay, it's not you. It was me. I thought we could do it, but we couldn't. I think there's one a bit over here. No, there isn't. Damn. Okay, because I can go in. No, okay, let's just skip that one. Fuck that one. Fuck that water. We don't need it. We need this water. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, we'll go over there, but then the big rock kind of scared me. But I think we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. There we go. Whew, all right. We were close. We were close. I agree. do, 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 do. You know, honestly, one thing I'm sure that's making the game like really eat up a lot of CPU is probably just all the water.
Probably.
Water's really bad for that in video games. Made it though.
Yeah.
Although I will say, even on this menu, it's still like 60 CPU. I'm like, no game, don't do that. There's no need. Calm down. Chill game. Have some chill. Yeah, that FPS was actually pretty bad, yeah.
Love it.
It's okay, Bass Backwards. I did trust me when I say it's all on my end too. for inexplicable reasons. Like, honestly, I'm sure if I weren't recording, it would be, like, better, in a way. So I don't think there's any other setting I can really turn down, is there? I mean, I could turn that to 30. Like, that could be it, to be fair.
Could be.
I'm gonna turn that down to low. So I apparently forgot to do that. Honestly, it might even be, like, a VSync issue for all I know. Shit's weird. Okay, see, yeah, this seems a lot more manageable now for the moment. Yeah, now it seems manageable. Dude, that's weird. Just think, one setting was doing that. Megan, how dare you not vet my games for me beforehand? How dare you not vet my settings? Okay, now it should be fine. Okay, I'm sorry for the constant slideshows. It was better during the goldfish, but it definitely got worse for Puffer. But now we should be in the clear. Come on. Yeah. See, it's so weird, man. It's so strange because now I'm like looking at it and it's like before everything was at like 60% with I am fish. It was like pure 60. I turned down that and now it's like, oh, we're at 10 CPU. So weird. Technology, man. Am I right?
Yeah, technology can be annoying.
It can also be very weird and mysterious. Although I guess that means I could probably turn up the yeah, frame rate again. I'll keep everything else on low anyway, but I'm assuming I can at least turn the frame rate up so it can like match my actual stream frame rate. Oh. What's next? 90 FPS? 120? Wait, no, now frame rate's dipping again. Okay, maybe it was the frame rate. Maybe it was the frame rate. Yeah, we'll turn that down to 30. Maybe the game doesn't like that. I'll still keep everything else on low though. Okay, anyway, now we're good. Now we should be good again. I accidentally hit the respawn button. I'm terrible. Has there ever been like a game with intentional low FPS, like you have to plan out your button presses beforehand and see it happen? I mean, that's an interesting idea. I actually kind of like that idea.
That is a cool idea. I don't know if I've ever seen a game that does that.
I don't think I have either, but that is a good idea.
I don't know, maybe a game like that is just very hard to develop because obviously everyone's going to be running the game at different levels of quality, right? So designing a game that has mechanics based on the frame rate probably isn't a good idea.
I mean, you could try to simulate a low FPS without it actually being a low FPS.
That's true.
Oh, bread. Very easy bread.
Yeah, they're pretty generous with a couple of these. I think I missed that one because I didn't look under the rock.
Oh, okay. You know what we should do? We should have an incentive. We should pull a GDQ and have an incentive. For every sub, Megan will eat a piece of soggy bread.
No, I will not. Gross.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Soggy bread.
Dude, soggy bread is the most disgusting thing ever, dude.
It is. Even when I like have bread with soup, because you know me, I like my bread with my soup.
You do?
Like, I dip it in just a little bit, but if it gets like too soggy, it's gross. It's like, nah, man. Not a fan. Oh,
no, we're getting
slow
pricked.
down. You might actually die here.
No, don't say that, Megan. Yeah.
Also, Bass Tiger says, what's next? 90? 120 FPS? I mean, they do have monitors that go to 144, so that might be the next standard, probably.
I mean, probably.
One of these days, I'd like to get a 144 hertz monitor. They're just expensive.
So, Megan, if you ever get one for a good price, let me know. Maybe I'll pick one up too.
Yeah, we'll have to see, because I know when I was looking at monitors before, when your mom was trying to get you one for Christmas, I was trying to find a decent, like, 4K monitor, but, like, the only decently priced ones were 60 hertz. Bassacres. Oh, I was hoping it'd go flying when it perked and you're lucky you might land back in the water. Yeah, I
That
know,
would've been
you
funny.
would think.
That would've been
I
really
mean,
funny, actually, yeah.
this section of the game was kind of funny, because, like, for the first couple of these, like, I didn't realize I could, like, go around the spikes, so I was, like, going through them, and I'm like, oh, well, I almost didn't make that. I think it was this part here I tried to go through them, and I got really stuck.
Probably.
I wasn't very smart.
Megan, Megan, you're very smart, but you do have that problem where you don't adjust your line of thinking, if that makes sense. Cause like, so Megan and I, for fun, played some, what was it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! What was that one Yu-Gi-Oh game? Legacy of the Duelist?
Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? Sorry. Yeah, no, it was Legacy of the Duelist, you're right.
Yeah, where you gotta play through, you know, the duels from the show, essentially, right?
Yeah.
And we got to the one where you gotta fight the guy with Slifer, right?
Yeah.
And Megan, you were struggling a bit, I think, right?
I was struggling a lot because I was trying to do it in what I thought was probably the intended way of doing it, of using the story deck and, you know, taking down his stuff. But I can't remember how you finished it, but you did it in a much easier way than I did.
Because I did it the intended way, which was you milled him.
Oh, right, because I was just trying to get his life points down, but he had, like, this one card where I think it, like, blocked hits or something if you had any spells or traps set on your side of the field. Or something like that, I don't quite remember, but it was really obnoxious.
Something like that. So for anyone that doesn't know the like card game terms like mill, it basically just means to make them run out of cards, right?
Yeah, because in most card games, once you get to the round start, everyone draws a card, and in a lot of them, if you can't draw a card, you just lose.
Yeah. So Megan was playing it with the intention of I need to get his life points down, right?
Yeah.
But when I played it, I was like, okay, well, in the show, how does Yugi beat him? He makes him run out of cards, right? And it's like, well, you're fighting an Egyptian god card. You're fighting Slifer. That'd be really hard to beat him traditionally. And they give you all these cards where it's like, all right, I recycle my hand. My opponent recycles their hand, draws back up to all the cards they had. And I was like, okay, well, using that, I can determine that, well, you know, maybe, just maybe, they want me to make him run out of cards, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like an interesting win con. Admittedly, when I played Yu-Gi-Oh, I never played that way. And I mean, playing Runeterra, I have played one archetype, which is known as Deep, where essentially once you get below 15 cards in your deck, your monsters that are deep have, like, higher stats. So generally speaking, once you get deep, you're gonna overwhelm the enemy with, like, really strong creatures. But
Yeah.
I'm not used to playing for the mill win con, okay?
We
Also, Matt was
Didn't
really
make-
laughing at me at this part because it took me a really long time to figure out what to do here.
Yeah,
The game actually didn't prompt me to use special ability at all,
I
at
did.
least for a while.
It did. I actually remember doing that. Well, maybe you didn't swim low enough. That might have been it.
Yeah, because I was just trying to swim and jump to get on the log, and I couldn't get on it. And it didn't prompt me for a long time until I got to the very bottom, I think. And then, actually, I think it was like literally right after you mentioned it to me. It's like, well, what else can you do?
Yeah. Nah, that was pretty funny, actually. So yeah, Megan, if there's any problem with you in terms of like how you think, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
It's not that you're dumb or anything, or you know you're not smart. You're very smart. It's just you think either very literally, or you get it in your head that there's one way to do something, and that's clearly the way, right?
Yeah, I do that. Also, Bassacre says, I think I remember that duel, and nice usage. Honestly, that duel was probably my favorite in the anime. It was really cool.
The Cypher duel, yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah. There's a lot of really good duels in Battle City, but
Yeah, Megan, that could be another Let's Watch for us at some point.
yeah.
Is that we could
Okay.
do yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Could do Yu-Gi-Oh, which I think would be very fun.
It would be a fun one to do, yeah. I don't know. There's a part of me that sees it kind of as like a guilty pleasure of watching them just like, you know, kind of play this card game and explain what their cards do. And like, I used to do that a lot when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! I kind of like talk about what my cards do as I'm playing the game. Because of the anime, probably.
Probably.
So, yeah. I see it as very nostalgic to me.
Okay, so on the Let's Watch plate, we have Pokemon, possibly Digimon, Death Note,
Yeah, we were talking about Death Note.
and now Yu-Gi-Oh! See, I like this. We'll get to them one day.
One day. Also, Bat Sacker says, how the... Yeah,
How the-
you know. Oh, you're almost to the really fun part of this level.
Really fun part, you say.
Yep.
I mean, FPS did take a slight dip there for a second, so maybe it was loading in the fun part of the level.
Maybe.
Whoop! Oh, a bottle. Or a jar. Okay.
Yes, because you know how I like jars.
Ah.
Yeah, I think you remember this part now, don't you?
Seagulls be watching.
I hate these bloody seagulls. There's actually an achievement for getting through, like, this area without being seen by them at all.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Yeah. But it's really difficult. You gotta be really fast, and there's, like, a bunch of rocks everywhere. It's just, like, it's awful. Plus the jar. The jar is just hard to control.
I mean, jar is hard to control. That is without a doubt.
Beth Ackers asked, does the Death Note cover that L spinoff and or the Netflix film? I mean, I assume if we're gonna do Death Note, we're gonna eventually do all three of the live action films plus the Netflix one.
There's 3 of them.
There is 3.
Alright, yeah, I mean, we'll do that.
Yeah, because there's like 2 that recap stuff from part of the series. I've seen both of those. And then there's L Changes the World, which is supposed to be like a sequel after the series. And then obviously there's the Netflix one, which is like the reimagining, which is really bad.
Oh boy, my FPS all of a sudden.
Say mine. Oh. Oh.
All of a sudden, my FPS took a very big dip there.
It did.
That's weird. Oh.
Yeah, those seagulls are assholes, by the way. This is why I hate them. Because they just roll you around and eventually they hit you enough, they break you.
It's okay. Dodge that one.
Mine!
On. Come through.
Oh, he's coming!
Yeah, he coming.
If you get under the table, you'll lose them again for a minute, but it's really hard to move in this area if you stop.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, I'm finding great difficulty right now. It's okay.
Fuck.
See, that may have helped me.
Almost
That
helped
did.
you.
That did help me. Just a little bit. Damn. Okay, no, that's still fine. Except when we roll like that. Now it's less fine.
Yeah! Oh, he flew right through the fence. Okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
Bass Hacker says, I thought the L was a spin-off, like a prequel. One of the case mentioned, like, some dialogue. I thought the L one was a sequel. They do have, like, the actual book for the Los Angeles BB murder cases. I did see that when I was at Indigo the other day, actually. So that's supposed to go back into another case they mentioned in the anime and kind of go back into L's past a little bit. But I thought the movie was like a full sequel, like after Kira was done, like, and everything. But I've never seen L Changes the World, so I'm not sure.
Oh my god, stop trying to spoil me, ah.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, bud.
Nah. But at least I'm under here now, they can't really eat me.
That's true. You'll just suffocate instead of being eaten.
Yeah. Well, I deny them their food. That's my small victory.
I suppose. Bass Acro says, oh, they have another thing? I mean, I thought so, yeah, because there was the 3 movies. 2 of them are live action adaptations from Japan that essentially recap / change some of the stuff from the anime. Then there's the third movie, which is focused almost entirely on L. And then there's the Netflix film, along with the actual anime series and the manga. There is the spin-off manga that just came out, the Death Note short stories, which covers stories of 2 other Akiras. But, yeah. No, honestly, they weren't bad. I didn't like the live-action movies, but that's only because I'm, like, really hardcore about the anime, and it breaks a lot of the rules of the anime. So...
Man, wouldn't it be funny if like we watched the anime and I'm just like, man, this is garbage.
I mean, I seriously doubt you would do that because you like pretty much anything that you see or watch or play.
I mean, within reason. I mean, as long as it's actually good, right?
Well, yeah, and I'm sure you'll enjoy Death Note.
I just might need to go down there. That's probably from the other direction. Oh yeah, and plus the checkpoint's right there, yeah.
Yeah. Bass Segment says never heard of the sequel then. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't think a lot of people have seen L Changes the World. It's, from what I understand, it's not really that good, but it's better than the live action movies, so.
So wouldn't it be funny if I really liked the live action movie?
I mean, I will say the Death Note movie wasn't terrible. I watched it twice. First time I was watching it just to experience it, and the second time I was trying to watch it without like having the anime in mind. And like once I stopped comparing it to the anime, it wasn't as bad. It still was pretty cheesy and there still was pretty bad moments, but
I mean, that's kind of the thing. Yeah, you can't really compare it. Like, you can compare it a little bit, but you got to see it as its own thing, right? Which I'm sure a lot of people don't.
Well, no, they definitely didn't with that one. That's part of the reason why it failed so badly. Although I heard that they were in production of a sequel. I don't know if that's still going on or what happened, but...
Like obviously there are differences. Like, I mean, so you can compare something. You can compare an adaptation, right? But at the same time, you do got to kind of view it as its own thing to a degree.
Yeah.
It's a strung fish to be able to move this, by the way.
Yeah. Also, yes, it looks like the sequel's still in production as far as I can tell. So we'll get that eventually. Also, Bass Hackers asks, what's the last thing you've seen that you didn't like?
Last thing I saw that I didn't like... FPS, please. Last thing I saw that I didn't like, if we're talking like, yeah, I need to like stop and think because I can't think and play that well. Okay, so I'm gonna try to list this out as separate things. So for an anime, did not like what was it called? Megan, what was that one anime that I talked about before that was like Fallout, but like with high school girls?
I don't remember what it's called.
Capellion.
Yeah.
Capellion I did not like. Capellion was actually really, really boring and really, really not good. Never finished it. Would actually like to finish it sometime, but that's more so to say I did, right? As opposed to me like really wanting to, if that makes sense. We're fine.
So the last thing I could think of that I kind of watched and didn't really like all that much was probably Magic Record, the first season. Because I mean, it wasn't terrible, but I went in with the expectations that it would be a series very similar to Madoka, and it was not.
There you go over here. Yeah, Megan, that is very true. But see, I did actually appreciate that one once I was like, okay, this isn't Madoka, right? It's not that anime. It's a side story. Then I kind of liked it a bit.
I mean, that's fair. Maybe if I went and rewatched it, especially since season 2 is airing or did air.
It did air. It did air. It's finished. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so maybe once we got to season 2, I'd enjoy it. I would want to probably rewatch it before we do that, but
sure.
Yeah.
I'm down. For a movie, I did not like. I have a movie that I have some movies that I can say. I'm just trying to think of like the last one I've seen that I didn't like. I didn't like, just for a few movies that I didn't like off the top of my head. I didn't like anything past Saw 3. I didn't like what's that one movie called? Uh it's like right there, but it's not coming to me. Megan, do you remember like me talking about any movies I didn't like?
No, I'll be honest. Oh.
That was a jar. There we go. We're fine.
Peter.
Megan, what about you with a movie?
So the last movie I watched, oh, nice. That I didn't really like that much was probably the Dune movie. And that wasn't because the movie itself was necessarily bad, but I went in with the expectation to get a full, complete movie, and they turned it into a two-parter.
See, Megan, you didn't like Dune for an okay reason. This one's safe to cross?
Yeah, because yeah, I think the ones that are not safe are a little bit more, like, greenish.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know. I never read the books, so I have no reference to what Dune isn't like in the books. Maybe one of these days I'll read the books. But, yeah, I just was very disappointed. We got, like, a half-baked story because it was only half of it. And, I mean, maybe once I watch part 2, maybe I'll like it more. I don't know. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it was also really boring for me. Like, half the movie I was sitting there and I'm like, God, this is still going?
See, I liked it. I liked the Dune movie. But I also knew it was a two-parter.
Yeah, I had no idea until we got in there, and like right at the beginning of the movie, they're like, "Oh, Dune Part 1."
Oh boy, FPS doesn't look this area either. Yeah, but yeah. See, I only knew about that because I went to the wiki page. Damn seagull.
Yeah, I didn't look up anything about the movie. The only thing I knew is that it was like a sci-fi book, and it was like relatively popular. It was something I'd never heard of, but I don't generally read sci-fi. I read mostly fantasy. So it would make sense that I wouldn't have read it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think the actual plot of it's gonna be that bad. And I mean, like, the effects and stuff are cool.
See, I'm still struggling to like think of a movie I straight up just didn't like. Fucking Resident Evil. I hated those movies. I hated the Resident Evil movies. There you go. I didn't watch the most recent Resident Evil movie, but that's also because I heard it was awful, like completely awful.
Yeah.
I want to watch it, but I know it's not going to be good, and I know I'm not going to like it. But
yeah,
also,
I saw one or two of them.
Yeah, but I also didn't like the other Resident Evil movies that came out. Not a fan. Not a fan. The first one I actually liked a little, but that's only because I was surprisingly mature of a fan at that time. Well, I'm just gonna see where the seagull is. Okay, he's coming from that way. All right. So I was like, okay, it's not like the game at all, but I can be okay with that because it's set in its own universe. It doesn't use the characters from the games. It's its own separate thing. And it's okay. Yeah. I can accept that. Then the sequel came out and they used everything from the games, including the characters. So I was like, okay, well now all bets are off. And now damn it. And now so that was really close. And now I can officially say I don't like it. Right?
Yeah.
The Silent Hill movie I thought was good. I have heard some people say they didn't like that one, but that one I thought was good. The first one, anyway. The second one, I don't know. I don't mind the second one either.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Silent Hill movies, but I also have not played the games, so I have very little reference of what Silent Hill is. I know about Pyramid Head, I know about the games and the fog, and I know what Matt's told me about the, what was it, the HD remaster or whatever they did on the Xbox?
Yeah, I don't play that.
Yeah, so
It
I
removes
know
the
very
soul.
little about Silent Hill.
It removes the soul. Play the original instead.
No, I know, and I will.
I know. I'm just emphasizing why I don't like that to people that may not be in the know.
That's fair.
Hashtag not my James.
Oh, Basssucker says at least it wasn't at the end. Yeah, I mean that would have been even more annoying, but I don't know. I guess it kind of also, I don't know, would it have been? I'm almost wondering if I maybe would have been more okay with it if it happened at the end, because I would have enjoyed the movie and not known the entire time I was watching the movie that oh, it's only part one. It's only part one.
But then retroactively though, would you have been like,
Maybe.
man, that movie sucked? That's how it
I mean,
is though. So many times. Go ahead.
I mean,
I'll finish my
maybe.
thoughts. I'll finish my thoughts
Oh.
after.
Okay, I was just gonna say, because, like, a lot of that movie was really boring for me, so maybe regardless, I would have been pissed off. I don't know.
I know. I just feel like, and I think I've spoken about this on stream before, where it's like I feel like if there's a sequel, how do I want to put this? People tend to be much more willing to complain about something when it's unfinished, if that makes sense, right? Like,
Yeah.
I've talked about this numerous times about Halo 2, how everybody hated Halo 2 when it came out. Or at least hated the ending to Halo 2, right? I think people liked the game, they just didn't like the ending. But, you know, it was like, oh, because people had these expectations, and, you know, the game didn't 100% deliver what it promised, and also the ending, it didn't feel finished, right? Like, the last line in the game is even, let's finish this. You know? It's very unfinished. Well, okay, that's not a line. It's finishing this fight, but I mean, same thing, right? And it's like, okay, so it's unfinished, and people complained constantly about that. They're like, man, the ending to Halo 2 sucks. But, you know, guess what? Halo 3 came out, everybody says, no, the ending to Halo 2 is good. But now, because it's finished, now you have Halo 3 that finishes it. It's just funny.
Yeah.
I find people funny, because that's... I'm sure I would have... I like the ending to Halo 2. Mind you. That's weird. But sure.
Yeah, I had that happen to my gameplay, too.
But, you know, I'm sure it'd be the same thing with me, where, like, if I'm really excited or into something, and it's like, oh, I feel very unsatisfied by how that ended. Oh, I need to roll. And then I'd be like, yeah, it sucks. And then when the sequel comes out, it's like, oh, okay, no, it was actually pretty good, actually. Made it. Barely.
That was really close.
But made it. I remember that one Resident Evil movie that Red Letter Media had an amazing reaction to. Yeah. Yeah, Resident Evil is very... Yeah, the movies, don't like. But you didn't mind that you loved Halo 2? See, I didn't mind it either. I didn't have a problem with it. I just know a good amount of people did have a problem with Halo 2. Well, the game was good, but the people didn't like how it ended. At the time. Now it's different.
I played it before, like, a long, long time ago, and I mean, I don't remember disliking the story, but it was definitely more about the gameplay, because I didn't even know a lot about the story as we were playing through it. I just remember hating a lot of the levels once the flood starts showing up, and I didn't think the ending was bad, but I also wasn't invested in the story, so...
Did you even play Halo 1?
I played Halo 1 and 2, yeah.
Yeah, but see, okay, here's the thing, right? So my Halo fan is gonna show here. But, like, Megan didn't play 3. Did you play 3?
No.
See, not even a fan. Not even a fan.
To be fair, Matt, I didn't play them because I didn't have an Xbox. I only played them at my friend's house, and then I think at that point when Halo 3 came out, he moved away. So I think that's part of the reason why I didn't play it.
Alright, but... Yeah, here's the thing, though, Megan. You're like, oh, I wasn't really invested in the story. I want to get that bread. I don't care.
I know you do.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. The story's really good though. That's kind of the thing, you know. Like
Well,
I
I
don't know.
remember it being alright, but that also was from a period of time where I was playing games for the game and I wasn't really into the story. That was before I started playing like JRPGs and stuff. Aside from Pokemon.
There you go. Nailed it. First try.
Beautiful. First try.
But no, Halo 2 story is pretty solid.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it is. Like obviously whenever we get around to actually playing it and I can experience it again, I'll probably like it a lot.
Yeah, no, it's really good. But once again, I was a pretty big Halo fan for a while. I read all the books.
Yeah.
I played all the games. Like I didn't do Halo 4, but that's because to me, well, the story was over, right? I didn't really care to continue. It was kind of like the same thing with after MGS4. I haven't played Phantom Pain, but I'm a big MGS fan because to me the story is over, right? I don't want it to be possibly ruined. I don't want what I consider to be a good ending ruined. Because then if I play the game, then it's officially canon in my head that that's what happens.
Ah.
You know?
So you'd rather be ignorant. I see.
Yeah, in this instance, yeah. I will play Halo 4 eventually. I think it's in the Master Chief Collection. So I'll have to play it.
It should be.
But,
Actually,
yeah.
now that you bring that up, I kind of want to see if they tell us what exactly is completely out of it, because I know we were talking about this like the other day.
Yeah, I know for a fact it's Reach, 1, 2, 3, and ODST. I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure I remember ODST being a part of it.
Yeah, so looking at the Steam page, it says includes 6 Halo experiences, Reach Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4.
Okay, so it does have all of those. Okay.
So it just doesn't have Halo 5. I don't know if Halo 5 is in here or not.
Maybe eventually.
Maybe, because they don't have Halo 5 on PC then if it's not in the Master Chief Collection. Because if I remember correctly, this came out like just before Halo 5 on Xbox One, right?
I believe so. It might go in there eventually. Maybe. It depends.
So I guess we'll have to see, because they do have Infinite on Steam. They just don't have Halo 5, which is really weird.
Let's see, Bass Backwards says... At least it isn't Shenmue 3. Oof. Have you been enjoying Infinite? I actually haven't played Infinite yet. I want to play the multiplayer at some point. And then eventually, once I probably play Halo 4 and 5, try Infinite.
Yeah.
I'm sure I'd enjoy it, though. I did like Halo's multiplayer quite a lot. Phantom Pain is compromised anyways, but I heard the gameplay freedom is so fantastic. See, the gameplay seems nice. I don't know. I should play it one of these days.
I mean, yeah, you should.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you. So, yeah, there's a lot of game experiences I still need to have, even with my favorite franchises.
A bite. Now.
I assume I need to let him catch me so I can get out of here.
Yeah.
Almost caught it.
Did a backflip, sick.
Almost there.
Nice.
Actually, you're a bit of a fighter for such a small fish. A fancy one too.
I know.
You'll be worth a few quid.
We.
Put you in here.
I got all the bread.
Aim
Nice.
to find a buyer for you.
Oh, you did? I didn't even notice that. Good job.
How the hell have I been getting all the bread?
I don't know. You know, I'm a little sad because I didn't get nearly as much bread. I had to replay quite a few levels because I was bad. This one included.
Like a best secretary says, why is that our goal, Lamau? Yeah, you think it wouldn't be, right? But I guess we need to get out of the pond so we can go to the ocean. And maybe our smart pufferfish friend is like, he'll take me to the city, maybe. Then I can get to the ocean. See. Oh, what are we gonna name the pufferfish? We never even gave him a name.
Oh, that's true. We didn't talk about that. So I'm not entirely sure.
What do we name our puffer friend?
Also, Batsacker says now puff and kill him. And also over half an hour. Wow, yeah, some of these levels can get a bit long.
Some of them can be. Okay, we'll do this level and then while we think of a name. Because I'm not really too sure. Maybe Reese for Reese Puff.
We could name him Reginald.
Reginald? How does Reginald fit?
I don't know. It sounds pretty alright. I was thinking of maybe calling the piranha fish Reginald because I thought it'd be funny.
Oh boy, it's definitely not like in this area. Now this is a slideshow.
A little bit.
Now it's less of a slideshow. I think it loads stuff in. I think that's why it takes like a little bit. There's a lot going on in this level. It's still very like low FP. Yeah, no, it's gotten kind of better. Yeah. I think it was just loading stuff in. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I was just gonna say, Basslogger says, how about Miss Puff? I mean, we could.
You know what? Miss Puff actually kind of works. Mrs. Puff. Why Reginald, though?
I don't know. I like the name Reginald, okay?
But it's like, I'm trying to find something like that like fits the pufferfish, right?
Well, yeah.
As like a theme. I want to try to theme the fish, right? Because otherwise I could call this one Bill. And that's still like, you know.
I mean, Bill's still pretty alright.
I mean, Bill is pretty alright. Did I do it? Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have specific reasons why. Okay, I just like some of my names for things. It's like why I name some of my Pokemon certain things. Just because it sounds right. Sebastian says, how did we get here? Well, I assume the fishermen probably sold us to the club because they were looking for exotic fish.
Oh my god, this FPS. It doesn't like the dance floor area quite yet.
Oh no.
Didn't make it. Damn.
Theodore
Bartholomew. Bartholomew, Megan. Bartholomew.
Okay.
I like Miss Puff. If it's cool with you, Megan, I think we'll go with Miss Puff.
Okay.
We could name the piranha Reginald if we can't think of anything else. I don't know. I just like more creativity in some of my names, I guess. I like my references.
I mean, I like them when I can think of them. I'm just not very creative a lot of the time. Quill? That's a decent one.
Quill is a good one as well. I don't know, I'm thinking, yeah.
Look at her dance, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right? Vibing.
Oh, she almost knocked you over.
That's because you made me look at her. Yeah, I like
love the animations.
Yeah, the animations on the dances are pretty nice. So I'm leaning towards either Mrs. Puff or Quill. What do you think?
I think Mrs. Puff works.
Okay, Mrs. Puff. Does Megan, do you even know that reference?
It's from SpongeBob.
Okay.
I'm not that clueless, okay?
Oh no, you just told me before that you didn't really watch SpongeBob.
I mean, no, I watched some here and there, like, way back when, but I never got really into it. You're really stuck on the edge of this wood, huh?
I was.
And now you're dead.
Allegedly.
I like how the mopbug is just, like, sliding like it's ice or something. Oh, nice, the game helped you out.
Well, yeah, I did get the checkpoint.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the hunt for bread. Give me bread. I feel like they're gonna hide bread. It's gonna be behind here.
Maybe. I definitely think I checked up here when I was looking for bread. Also, I like this club music. It's pretty nice.
It is really nice. I like it.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
She's coming. Oh, never mind. She turned around.
It's okay, we go slow.